More messages involving NYC the Future are leaked. It's looking like Future is cooked. No lie about that, man. So listen, man, what's going on, everybody? Today we are going to take a very serious look into a story that's been generating a lot of discussion across YouTube. A passport bro named NYC the Future and the passport bro community and the broader travel space and that the controversy that's surrounding NYC the Future now. Over the past several days, allegations, purported messages have been circling online, raising questions about what happened during Future's time in the Dominican Republic. All right. Now, several creators, Razor Rays, That Social Loner, K9, on that check-in, K9 No Fear Entertainment, who also did an interview with Future about 6 months ago, which it just seems so similar to what's happening in this interview right here. It's surrounding about young minors and him checking IDs or not checking IDs or what he deems as attractive. And many people are saying, why does a man that's in his 40s find these girls that's on the borderline of legality even attractive at all? And I think this is very scary. And I think that Future right now, even though it's all allegations, but Future, as well as people like Floyd Wallace Jr., are giving the travel space a black eye. So many people are beginning to look at other people in the travel space like they are on the same type of timing. Many people are saying New York City, I'm talking about where we from, hold this L. We not holding this L, bro. We just won a championship, bro. Why we got to hold this L with this guy? We're not doing that. So everything is based on what Future said himself. Okay, he tried to retract certain things that he said after he was being pressed on Razor's channel by not only a guy named Romeo, but he was pressed by a dude named Caribbean Casanova. When CC pressed him, he actually got more out of Future than Future probably wanted to let up. So we also going to go into these messages as well. So we also going to be examining a comparison that people online have been making involving Floyd Wallace Jr. When Floyd Wallace was arrested and detained in Brazil about, I think like 8 months ago now, he's been detained in Brazil. I also did another video where a woman was also arrested in conjunction with Floyd Wallace. And I think she was even giving up her own daughter. Other arrests have been made in the Floyd Wallace Jr. case, all right? So around that time, Future came out in defense of, some people would say in defense of Floyd Wallace. Future would say, you know, I just give everybody they chance, you know what I'm saying? Because I don't know what's going on. You just need to see more proof. But when Floyd, which a lot of people seen and deemed as a weirdo, you know what I'm saying? He moved kind of slow, you know what I'm saying? So it was kind of easy for some people to say, you know what I mean? I kind of believe what's happening with homie. That's just facts, man. You know what I mean? So based on a lot of these things, connections with Floyd Wallace and these parallels that's being drawn, we're going to get into a lot of those things as well. I'm going to be going down messages. This is for also from people in my channel. A lot of people follow me, people from the news, journalists, all kind of people follow me. So here is why I'm breaking it down, because I want everybody to be on the same timing when we understand, when I start breaking down these videos and I start pulling up my screenshots, and so that we can see everything here. But there's another important question here. If an American citizen is accused of committing a serious crime like this in another country, what actually happens? In this case, where we're talking about a person who is reportedly from the United States, allegations concerning events that allegedly occurred in the Dominican Republic, and a person who is now reportedly in the Philippines after leaving Thailand. So which country has jurisdiction and which country can investigate? And who would a complaint be filed on? And could American authorities become involved in a case like this? All right. So salute to everybody. Welcome to On Go. Damn, son, Thanos said shit, son. Look, Kobe Thanos in the building. Shout out to Thanos. You already know I want y'all to super chat. Buddha On Go, the Cash App. I let it go down the screen. This is how I most definitely we highlight y'all comments, and I will read y'all comments. Because when I get to reading and breaking down what we breaking down, you are about to lock in. But he said, look, got his actual name, address, and all that. Nasty word. He said, I do. And I already reported him to the law enforcement. This is what I'm saying. So many people are saying they're reporting. So we do want to go into a little breakdown of some of that, what that's looking like. And when we're talking about Title 18 USC 2423, which a U.S. citizen and lawful permanent residents can potentially face federal prosecution for certain illicit sexual conduct involving minors in foreign countries. The statute specifically covers traveling abroad with the intent to engage in illicit sexual conduct and engaging in certain illicit sexual conduct while you're abroad. The DOJ explains that this can apply even when the conduct occurs outside of the United States, and that exact facts and evidence matter enormously. Okay, so we're going to go into a little breakdown of that as well. Some people may not know how the federal system works and what can actually possibly be done. Some people are just making it, reaching out to the system that they are. It is what it is. It's all allegations. If it's not true, Future, then you'll have your day to say it's not true. But based on your own words, compile the landlord situation. We're going to get back into the landlord situation, okay? When him and the landlord was with two girls, and the landlord came out to say, nah, he was with a shorty that was like 17 years old. Future was being pressed on a panel, on K9 and them panel. In the streets with Keys, did a live on it with the landlord. You know what I'm saying? When Future being pressed, they even secretly recorded Future, asking him like, yo, what you think? She look 18 or over or 18 and younger? You know what I'm saying? He said, I'm gonna keep it a glass of water with y'all. She look about 16, 17. What? What are we doing here? But she was a vibe though. I don't know what she is a vibe though means. I don't know what that means, bruh. You know what I'm saying? Shoot up, Riaz. I don't know what that means. She's a vibe. You a kid, bro. How is a kid a vibe? Now new messages are surfacing because Future pulled out some messages. First, before we go into the video, let's get into this first, all right? Salute to everybody on the Awaken. Right, cool. So look, when Future was on Razor Ray's channel, this channel that I'm playing right here behind me, shout out to my guy Razor Rays. We was live covering the Diddy trial together. Make sure y'all subscribe to everybody in the description box. I tagged a few of the creators that's on this, but this is Razor Rays, my guys, my homie, right? So this was the messages that Future brought up on Razor Rays. But now come to find out, whatever messages that Future was bringing up, he never showed the whole thread. So it seems like we have the continuation to this thread. And when the continuation of the thread, it actually goes into the minor victim, the girl, saying, we already had sex, so why does my age even matters? So we're going to go into that when I play the first video for y'all. You are going to see that for yourself. But the translation of this message is here, okay? So it says, she says, how old are you? And be honest. That right there is an issue. If you have to ask a person to be honest about their age, you already know that you're going down a place that you don't need to go. Let's just be honest, all right? Cool. She said 18, but I'm telling you to be honest with me because he said, ask Lucy. I am the age that Lucy told you. So why would you be telling me the age that somebody else told you when I'm asking you your age, right? She said the age that Luciana told you. Okay, forget about the age. Who else says that but a minor? Okay, she says, Lucy's sister says, are you going to put the money for me or not, love? He says, I told you that I'm 18 years old. Now, in a new message that was brought out by Lucy, which we're going to go into a voice recording of Future speaking to said people. But in this message, you see it's in Spanish on the left-hand side. On the right-hand side, we have an actual breakdown of the conversation that happened with Future, right? Future says, I don't like games and I need you to obey me always. That is weird as hell. The 16-year-old sister says, okay, sweetheart. Then Future allegedly says back, let me know when you pee or when you are hungry or when you go out. Everything. It seems like he has a control factor. And this is why many people want to deal with young people. This is why some people want to go abroad and deal with these people in third world countries, because they can use monetary gains to kind of control people. And this is called a financial abuse, as well as any other physical, emotional, or psychological abuses that's going on. The 16-year-old sister says, okay, my love. Future says, we'll see, because you always message me because you take many hours to send messages, and I do not like that at all. The 16-year-old sister says, I am very sorry. Okay? I am very sorry. That is very weird. Okay? So this is just to go to share your quick breakdown of what's going on. Okay? We went into Beauty's sister and the breakdown of the messages. All right? So salute to everybody. Let's get to some of this audio and some of this video so we can see exactly what's happening. I want everybody to slap the like button. This is a real situation. I know many people that's been hurt, friends, family members, friends of family, all types of stuff like that. People that have been assaulted and abused. Okay, so this is a situation that to me is very dear to my heart. You know what I'm saying? This is not the way that anybody supposed to be on it, especially after Future has been warned multiple times, have been spoken to multiple times about this situation, but yet something has not changed yet. So if something's not changing, what's the real issue here? Do you have an addiction, an actual addiction? Do you have addiction to younger people? What's going on? Do you want someone that you can control? Because a lot of grown men that want to deal with young kids, they only want to do that because they scared of real challenges and dealing with real women that'll tell your ass, you better go ahead and have your ass 7 seats or something, straight cheese. Because people that been through shit know shit. And this is why a lot of time people want to take advantage of younger people. So salute to everybody, all allegations. And if it's all real, whatever, but we just going through the messages, the proof, the things that Future himself has said, even in this live, okay, based on everything that he said himself. So that's how we're going to do this, all right? So salute to everybody. Let's get right into the breakdown.
Oh, wait. Right, no, oh, wait, a little more. Right there. Good. Right there.
Okay, right there. Déjalo ahí mismo. All right, can everyone see that?
Yes, we can see it. Yes.
All right. So I'm going to read it. It says, I would like to do a video for you, but I currently have my period. That's what it says. That's the first thing it says. And then it says, you can still take the video, my love. It's only a video.
Oh, man. All right, go ahead.
Lucy, ponlo para el lado un poco, que no lo puedo ver. Del otro lado.
Así.
Ahí, perfecto. Okay.
Se apaga.
Okay.
Right there.
Yep. And then the other part says, just like I understand you, you got to understand me.
All right, so ask her who is Jada's
Hold
daughter.
on, Beville. I just want to read all the messages,
Okay,
and then
all
you
right,
can
go
ask
ahead.
all the questions.
Bill, stop cutting in so we can get through this. Just
All right.
let's read these messages real quick.
All right, my bad.
Now you good, but let's just let them read it, and then you can ask all those questions.
And then it says, don't forget to send a message to Papa always and call me. That's what it says in Spanish.
Papi.
It says Papa, but yeah.
Don't send a message to Poppy. You want to be Papa. You ain't even got kids of your own, but you want to be somebody's father. Can't even take care of yourself. You're dependent on your chat to give you money while saying that you're trying to find a wife, and the chat is going to help you to take care of your wife. And if you have a kid right now, what type of timing is that, bro? But yet you want somebody's daughter to call you Papa. Come on, bro.
And they meant Papi because they use.
It's como father.
Yeah, Poppy, yeah.
Okay.
Father, Papa.
Okay, no te olvides de enviarle un mensaje. Okay, and then he said, okay.
Es father, Papa.
Lucy, ponlo para arriba un poco más.
Ah, espérate, que me trabeo con la cámara.
Then it goes to, what's your name, love? Which makes no sense. I don't know why.
Nah, that's him asking what's the little child's name.
Okay, okay. Súbelo un poco para arriba. Súbelo un poco para arriba, Lucy.
The fuck? I'm gonna call spade a spade.
Ponlo para el lado, que no lo puedo leer. Súbelo,
Okay.
súbelo. Y ponlo para el lado, del otro lado. Súbelo y ponlo para del otro lado. Ahí. Ahí.
Espérate.
This shit crazy.
Yeah. She needed, yeah, right.
Así.
Go down right there. Tell her to
Ahí.
chill right there.
Por un poco más para el lado, que no lo puedo leer. Del otro lado. Ahí. Deja. No, todavía. Muévelo del otro lado, Lucy.
Nah, right there. That's perfect. Right
I
there.
can't see the whole thing, Beville.
Nah,
You need to move it to the right.
Come on, man. Because he's trying to do it. And you
Muévelo
Okay.
para.
All right.
Muévelo para el lado, Lucy. Ahí. Déjalo ahí. Agárralo ahí. Déjalo ahí. Okay. And then he says, but you gotta call me your father always. Do you understand? That's what it says. Or well, basically, your papi. That's what it means. But it says in the translation, it says dad, which that's what
your daddy. Yeah.
Yeah, your daddy, papi in Spanish.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, Lucy. Did
Sigamos.
Did everybody understand that?
Right. But the thing is that's why I want y'all to read it and just go through it and with nobody cutting in so we could hear it and it's just flowing. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
All right.
Hey, everybody, just hold your questions until I'm finished with everything and I'll be able to answer it. All right? Okay, Lucy, continúa.
Léelo.
Okay. Hold on, chat.
Son
Ahí, déjalo ahí. Okay, so we left off. It says, just remember, you always gotta call me daddy. And it says, okay, my love.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Then it says, I will know by your actions if you send me messages and if you always call me daddy. The actions speak louder than words. I always took care of Lucy, and now I want to take care of you. But if your actions don't demonstrate, then we will see. Just remember that. I need my wife to always send me messages. Oh. I need my wife to always send me messages and to always call me all the time. For my wife to take hours before responding to me, it's not good. It's not good. That's what it says.
Future be on that talk, her wife. He looking for why he calling girls his wife. This a young girl though. Why are you even referring to a young girl like your wife? What sense that make, bro? But when you hear Future speak, this is a lot of his lingo, a lot of his language. I want to take care of you and all of these things. Other people came out to say, that message I showed you, where he's saying, I want you to show me and tell me when you even urinate, when you're doing anything you're doing. Other girls came out to say something similar as well. A girl named Sin came out to say something similar that I'm now finding out. I'm new to that travel space, but every day, more and more things are coming out, and I'm being made privy to these types of things. This is sick, bro. That sound mad R. Kelly-ish, bro. Let's just keep it a buck. Sounds Kelly-ish. Straight.
Did everybody
Listo.
understand that?
Yeah, we understood that.
All right.
Listo. Otra.
Okay, sigue.
Aquí esta es la conversación
Okay.
importante.
Okay, so this is the most important part, chat. All right. Súbelo un poco más para arriba. No puedo verlo, Lucy. Quítale la luz. Lucy, ponlo en la mesa y se te hace más fácil. Ok, ponlo del otro lado. Un poquito más del otro lado. No puedo ver nada, Lucy. Del otro lado. Lucy, ponlo derecho
Sí.
para que se vea.
Ahí.
No.
Espérate. ¿No lo puedes ver?
No, tienes que subirlo más y ponerlo derecho. No está derecho. Ponlo más derecho, Lucy. Tú estás usando un teléfono. Ponlo así mismo al frente del mensaje.
Mira lo que pasa. Que en esta cámara no entiendo por qué se pone así. Yo no entiendo.
Ok, solo trata de, ya estamos en lo más importante, trata de arreglarlo. She's saying she's having a hard time lining up the camera with the messages. So that's what we're doing right now, chat. But I can't read the whole thing if it's like that. That's not.
¿Lo ves?
Sí, pero no está derecho. Ponlo, no lo ponga tan cerca para yo poder ver todo. ¿Entiendes?
¿Y ahí? ¿Y ahí?
Más lejos todavía para yo ver todo. Ok, ponlo ahora, enderéchalo entonces ahora. Ahí. Y ahora ponlo un poco más lejos para que se vea el mensaje entero. Más todavía. Enderézalo. Ahí, déjalo ahí mismo. Perfecto. Okay, chat, finally, we got it lined up. So it says, Lucy, lo está cambiando. No puedo ver el mensaje. Ahí. Súbelo un poco más. All right.
I can see it. Oh, damn.
I can't read. So she basically given an answer about the him telling her to go home. So that's really, I don't know. This conversation's all over the place. But she did give an answer on the vete para atrás, Lucy. Vete para atrás. No leí todo. I'm trying to read everything, chat. So he asked what's her birthday, and she said March 20th. That's the day she gave him. And then she asked him, what's your birthday? Ponlo para abajo. No lo puedo leer esa parte, Lucy. No lo puedo leer. Ponlo un poco del otro lado. Del otro lado, Lucy. Más del otro lado.
Dete. Así.
No, del otro lado. No lo puedo ver. Yo, this shit is annoying, chat. I ain't gonna.
Yeah, it's hard. Be nice. Where D nice at?
This shit.
You kind of struggling to read that a little bit. G nice.
No, it's not about actually reading it. I can't see it because it's all over the place, no?
Romero, ahí dice, mira, No me gustan los juegos. Necesito
Just tell us what she says when she's reading
necesitas
it. What she said.
obedecerme siempre.
Okay. So it says, I don't like the games. You need to obey me always.
Y aquí está lo importante, donde él está pidiendo
Okay,
otra
mira lo que vamos a
cita.
hacer, Lucy. Enseña el texto y tú lo puedes leer en español y yo se lo digo en inglés. So this is what we're going to do, chat. I told her, show the message. She's going to read it in Spanish, and then I'm just going to translate it in English instead of me trying to read it off the screen.
All right. So you might wear glasses. Jay Harlem in the chat. They can see it, but what's what we get to work with? If you need help too, Jay Harlem, come up, man. We can get it. We just want to get it translated. The messages real quick. Jay Harlem, can you read it easy or what?
Otra vez para yo decirle.
Porque esta es la parte que él mostró en su canal de YouTube.
Dime la parte, Lucy.
Ella no es mayor, pero vive sola. Ella tiene 17, va para 18 el otro año.
Okay, so she said she's not older, but she lives on her own. She's 17. ¿Y qué fue la última parte? Ella es
Pero va
17
para
¿y qué?
18 el otro año.
She's 17, but she's about to be 18 the following year. Okay, continúa.
Y él le pone, ¿qué hay de ti?
¿Cómo así? ¿Qué hay de ti? Como...
¿Qué hay de ti? Y ella le pone, ¿cómo así?
Okay, so then he asks her, what's up with you? And then she said, what do you mean? Dime.
Te iba a decir, Romero, que esta cosa como que es como confusa porque él le pone después cuántos años tiene y sé honesto. ¿Cuántos años tiene? Pero
Okay.
ya él sabía su edad.
Okay, so she said it gets a little bit confusing because after all of that all the messages they sent to each other, then he asks her again, how old are you? So that doesn't make sense, she said. ¿Y qué más dijo?
Esta es la parte que él mostró.
Okay, so chat. When he asks her again, how old are you? That's the part that he showed. Esa es la parte que él enseñó en la entrevista.
Ajá, pero más para abajo. Entonces, después de esa parte, es lo que él le dice. Entonces, ella le responde que él no lo mostró. Pero ya tú tuviste eso conmigo. ¿Cuál es el drama? Voy a buscar el caption de esa parte también.
Okay. So, chat, she's saying the part, if you scroll down, the part he didn't show was when she responded and said, well, you already had sex with me, so what's the big deal? ¿Tú tienes esa parte para enseñarlo?
Eso está confuso ahí, porque esa conversación es más nueva que la de cuando él le dice que es menor.
Entiendo, pero la tiene para enseñársela a la gente. ¿Dónde está?
Mira,
Esa
pero
parte.
escucha eso, antes de que yo hablara, después. Tendré, porque él escribe raro, 3,500, pero te dije antes, consígueme a alguien más joven para mí, más joven que 17.
Okay. He also said, I'll give you the 3,500 pesos, but remember, I want somebody younger. ¿Más joven que 17 o 16? ¿Cuánto?
Más joven que 17, porque ella le dice que la amiga tiene 17.
Okay. So he basically saying he wants someone younger than 17 because the minor talked to him about the 17-year-old that's about to be 18 the following year, but he wanted somebody younger than that for the 3,500 pesos. Okay, ¿qué más?
Espérate, que estoy escribiéndole a mi hermana.
Wendy, ¿esa parte está en los mensajes o
Yo le tomé captura, ella me mandó captura casi de todo y estoy viendo. Ah, sí, me la va a mandar ahora.
Okay, chat.
Ella está viéndole en vivo ahora mismo.
Hey, chat. So that part, she's gonna show it right now. The part that he didn't show when you scroll down. So.
Y ella le responde, pero mi amiga es joven.
Ya yo le dije esa parte.
Y él le
Ahora
preguntó,
estamos.
¿eso es lo que te digo? En la que tú me dijiste, sí.
Enseña la parte donde tu hermana dice, pero ya tuvimos sexo, que es la gran cosa. Enseña esa parte.
Okay.
So, chat, I'm telling her to show the message of when she said, when the younger sister said, so we already had sex, what's the big deal? When he asked her, he asked her the last recent time of how old are you? And then the minor sister responded with, well, we already had sex, so what's the big deal? So I'm telling her to show that part.
Vamos a ver ahora. Mírala aquí. El lío que ahora yo no puedo ver la cámara.
Do you see that, chat? K9, you see that? Can you hear me? I can't hear nobody.
My bad. Yeah, I can see it nice and clear. It's good. Yeah, it's perfect.
All right. So K9 and the chat. This is the part that Future didn't show. So he asked the minor sister, how old are you again? But this was, much after all the messages that we showed. And then the sister said, we already had sex, so what's the big deal? So that messages shows that.
That's crazy. They're saying basically Future showed some messages, but he never showed the whole thread, or even right after the messages that he's asking about the age, the message that actually follows the message that he showed is saying that the girl is saying, remember, the girl said she was 15 going on 16, so she was about 16 at the time, okay? Lucy's stepsister, the girl that's in question, right? She's the one that said she was about 16, 15, 16 years old, okay? So she's telling him, yo, we already had sex already, so what big difference does it make? When he's asking about her age, she's saying, I'm young, but I have tattoos, so it don't matter. So why is she saying that? Then Future responds allegedly and says, what does tattoos mean? She says, you know what I mean, that she's trying to skip past that, but maybe she's leaning towards saying she has tattoos, because maybe tattoos make her seem older, all right? But she's really a kid who was kicked out of her house by her parents or whatever happened, so says Lucy, and she basically was running around on the streets in the Dominican Republic, okay? So that right there is crazy. So basically the messages that Future brought up came to shoot himself in the foot. They basically came to hurt him. So his evidence is that he was showing to prove is not really showing nothing. So now what Future is going to have to do is show the whole thread of the messages, since he took that one screenshot to say that you asking about the age. But why do you want to talk to anybody that you got to go through this big back and forth with about their age? Come on, man, tell me the truth. You could be honest with me. Be honest with me. It seems like you don't want the person to be 18 for real. And why you even want a person to be 18 at all? Because we know in these certain countries, consent ages is like 14. You know that, right? These countries be different. So it just doesn't, it's just not looking good for him, bro.
¿Tú me lo puedes leer, el mensaje, Lucy? I'm telling her to read it in Spanish so I could translate it right now on the live.
But when you say the minor and the S word, kind of change those words up. We know what it is. Say like a more friendly word.
Okay, gotcha.
Like button.
I got it.
I want y'all to vote on the poll. I will be changing the poll. Do you believe the allegations that Lucy is making against Future. Do you believe them? Yes. Do you believe them? No. Do you need more proof? Where are you at with it if you've heard this story? And if you're new to this story, as I'm telling you right now, tell me what it is that you think you believe. All right. Drop down in the clouds, get in the comments, all of those types of things. If you want to, feel free. But make sure you hitting that like button, share if you can. Let's get these kinds of messages out. Protection of children is not about individual parents, man. It takes villages to raise children, and it's going to take villages to protect children. Point blank, period. I know when I was young, cut school and all that, my mom friend grabbed me one day. You heard? Hands and feet on me. Nick brought me to my mom's hands and feet again, bro. So we understand that it takes a broader community to help children, especially with this digital age that's coming in. We all got to be doing our part. We all got to be doing our part. If we see something, say something, try to do something, alert somebody. When we see children are being victimized, period. To protect another child is to protect your own. Point blank, period. Children are innocent. One thing children need to be protected from, besides some predators, are themselves. You know, we was children at a point running around doing things that we wasn't supposed to do at time, and we needed protection from ourselves, even though we thought we was big men and big girls at the time and thinking we wanted to do what we want to do. But at the end of the day, that is the part of being older. It's for us to look out for younger people. You 30, you're supposed to be looking out for people younger than you. In your 20s, you're supposed to be looking out for people that's younger than you. You 15 something, you're supposed to be looking out for people that's younger than you. Just like your mother told you, yo, look out for your little brothers, look out for your little sisters, your little cousins. It has to be a chain of supporting and helping younger people. We have to do this. This is what life's all about. Especially after you reach a certain age, it's not about you no more. It's about younger people and imparting some knowledge in them of things that we've been through. Hopefully they don't go through some of the things that we have been through or some of the things that we have seen. Not everybody will make it out of every experience. So we must shed light on these types of situations. And this is trigger warning, man. Some people has been abused right now. And I'm not trying to further traumatize nobody by bringing up these videos, but we must highlight these situations and put it on the forefront. Too many things like this is being swept under the goddamn rug. People that came from houses with the weird uncle and all that, and that's grandma last son, and you acting like you don't want to tell nobody and all that. We not doing this shit no more. We are breaking the chains of all of that. And we are looking out for each other. And if we don't want to look out for each other, to hell with that. Let us all look out for the children. That is the main thing that we have to do, period.
Yeah, I got you. Relations.
Yeah.
Relations.
Yeah.
Lee el mensaje, Lucy.
Ok. Parece que ellos están, porque te voy a leer esto de aquí para nosotros saber qué es lo que está pasando. Tendrás el dinero cuando me veas mañana. Ven mañana temprano.
He said, I'll have the money in the morning. Come in the morning. I'll have the money when I see you in the morning. Come in the morning.
Ella le pone, no, el dinero lo necesito ahora.
Then she responds, no, I need the money now.
Y mañana iré, si quieres, con mi amiga.
And tomorrow I'll come, if you want, with my friend.
Envíame los 3,500.
Send me the 3,500 pesos.
Pero ¿cuál es el drama? Ya tuviste sexo conmigo.
But what is the drama? You already had relations with me.
Y porque te estoy pidiendo algo de dinero, estás con tu drama.
And because I'm asking you for some money, you start in drama.
Él le pone, tendrás, lo mismo que yo leí, tendrás 3,500, pero te lo dije antes. Consigue a alguien más joven para mí, ¿entiendes? Por eso ella nunca.
Okay, then he responds, I'll have the 3,500, but make sure you have someone younger.
Oh, man.
Entonces, después de esa conversación, ya ellos no volvieron a hablar más, porque
So then after that conversation, they never talked again.
Porque él estaba pidiendo una niña más joven que 17 años.
The reason for that is because he was asking for a girl younger than 17.
Porque la quería a ella y también otra chica para tenerlas juntas.
Because he wanted a threesome. He wanted the sister, and then he wanted another chick, younger chick.
Entonces, eso es todo lo que tengo.
Nasty work, bro. He wanted the sister. This is Lucy. Okay. He wanted the sister, allegedly, and another younger girl so that he could have a threesome with. She, the sister, who's like 15, 16 at the time, like 16 or so, she's saying she know of another girl, but the girl is 17, but she's kind of like older in a sense because she's living on her own and stuff like that. Maybe the girl had a place in an apartment, a room or something, who knows? But she says she's on her own. She lives on her own. You see what I'm saying? Future says, nah, he don't want her. She was 17, about to turn 18. And she's saying that Future said that he didn't want her. And he wanted somebody younger. And that was one of the last communications that they had because he wanted somebody younger than that. And I don't know if she obtained getting that person or not to suit his fetishes or whatever word you want to call that. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? It's just crazy. It's just crazy. You know what I mean? There's no other way I could go around that. That's really, really crazy. Yeah, Future got an answer to all of these things. He sent a screenshot at the time. He brought out screenshots. He said, let them show the whole messages they clipping. Well, here you go. Now show your thread. Show your message thread. Also, a phone number is in question. A name, Jada Dawn. Jada Dawn. Sound like some battle rap shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm from New York, so I don't know what's going on with that. He has to confirm or deny if he's Jada Dawn. He has to go about the last 4 digits of the number that Lucy was showing on this phone to show where the messages came from, to show that you never had this phone number at all. That's another thing to prove. And show your whole thread. Since you had that message that you screenshotted, Future, that means you have the rest of the message thread. So bring out that message thread and let's see what other conversations were you having with the minor sister. Because Lucy says all communication between him and his sister was going through her phone. And she was telling Future, no, she don't got no phone. But Future must have, when they got in person, Future must have went about getting her number allegedly by himself. And this is where their communications began. Lucy said she really wasn't privy to that till recent to say that, because that's how come Lucy thought that it was basically her messages only that she had, Lucy herself. But come to find out, the sister had communications with him as well. So here goes all the other messages coming from the sister, okay? Coming from the sister herself. So we could even go into this right here, audio, some of the things that Lucy has showed, because I do want to get into Lucy did another conversation with another YouTube channel, The Andrew Show, and he also had a female translator on his channel, and she was kind of breaking down what it was, and she really didn't know what the situation was about. She's like, if you tell me more, she was translating, she said, but if you tell me more, I'll be able to kind of, you know what I mean, ask the certain questions you want me to. Then she was made privy to the minors and the situation that it was, and she was like, yo, I need a drink, yo. She had to take a sip, son. She had to take a sip. That's how heavy on people's hearts this situation is, all right? This is one situation where it shows an audio, and this is supposed to be a Future, allegedly.
Hola, mi amor. Hablo español, English. I speak English. Hola, mi amor. Hablo español, English. I speak English.
Then it shows the messages again. More messages coming up, popping out. If you Spanish, then you know what the hell going on. This is other messages that came out from Lucy. This is from Lucy's channel herself. But remember, Lucy's Spanish, right? So always need a translator when you're dealing with Lucy. You know what I'm saying? So that's the whole thing. She does her videos, and even when Future's responding, calling her a liar and different things, she says, I really don't understand what he's really saying towards me. I know that he's basically calling me a liar, but I don't really understand what he's saying towards me because I really speak Spanish, is what she was saying as well. You know what I'm saying? So it's a real nasty situation. Before we even get into that, we could see that what Future has been going on with. Let's just play a little bit of this message right here, because this is when the first situation happened with the landlord situation. Shout out to K9 on the check-in, K9 No Fair Entertainment. You know what I'm saying? When he had Future on in the hot seat, because the landlord in the Dominican Republic came out to say that Future was dealing with a girl that was 17 years old. Future was saying that this man was lying. There was a whole bunch of things surrounding that. The Future was secretly recorded, saying that, how do you think the girl really looked? She looked like 16, 17 years old, and she was a vibe. Whatever that weird shit means. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to play a little bit of this, and then we're going to get right into the interview that happened yesterday, with Lucy and another channel with the female translator actually breaking it down and showing what she's saying as well.
Making himself look worse. I already heard enough to just know where I stand with my shit and, you know, and know what it is. You feel me? That's it.
Okay. Okay, well, yeah, so I mean, have you been hearing everything, Future? What is your thoughts, bro? It's you know,
I said my truth earlier, bro. So that's that. Like, you know what I mean?
How did you feel about the audio recording? And also, why did you want to still send her money after he said she was 17?
Well, first of all, like I said before, bro, I know what I said, bro. You know what I mean? He said about the youngest thing. You know what I mean? But obviously, just like I said before earlier on this interview, I said that there's some girls that's 21 that looks younger, stuff like that. You know what I mean? So, yeah.
Yeah, but after
this fake confidence, this fake cocky approach thing right here that you're doing, Future, I don't know what's this about. Shout out to you, man, for the 2 Jews. Appreciate the love. I appreciate the love. But listen, this fake confidence, cockiness, because I think if I go back a little bit right here, let me see if I find my space where he says, yo, 16, 17, which is crazy. And this is where he's showing his false bottle right here, acting like he keeping it real with something. That shit weird as hell, homie.
And the attention you get by associate, because if I look at it, what real benefit do you
remember? Maybe panel. All right, salute, man.
Salute
Thank
to
you,
the super
Mr.
chat.
Fan. Appreciate you. Thank you for the $10 super.
Any real questions that requires real answers?
I just said it, bro.
But he saw her though, so just a yes or no.
200 pesos, bro.
But at the end, in that apartment, Vegas saw her. Yes or no?
I just said 200 pesos.
The reason why,
Okay, he's not gonna answer, bro.
They going into this dude up here called Vegas Sports Talk. He was out there in the Dominican Republic with Future. Seems like every time Future's speaking, he always want to be there to talk for Future, like he's his attorney, his lawyer. Seems like he want to cover more for his own ass than for Future. It seems like this man Vegas is trying to help himself. Let's just keep it a buck, bro. This man saying that he only deal with things that's 36 and 30-something, 30, allegedly. But come to find out, people said that they seen some videos when he had a young-looking girl on top of a moto, on them bikes that they be riding in the little country doing taxis and shit, on a moto with him and all type of other situation. I think it's a situation where a girl was jumping on a bed as well, and people think that she was in question, her age. But Vegas claims that she was 30 years old, okay? So, like I said, maybe it's birds of a feather do weird shit together. Maybe that's what the energy is going on here, and we just got to call a spade, bro. Let's keep it real, bro. Anybody got anything wrong with what I'm saying? Pop out. I'm in New York City. I will fillet you if you want me to. So we can get into that anytime you're ready. Uda's always outside, too. Follow my channel. You can pop up on me. You can even sneak up if you want to. Do what you need to do, son. Please, hurry up.
Are you there because you have a sex addiction problem? And it's okay. A lot of us men have that issue, but we understand we have it, and that's the first step to fixing the problem, brother.
I'm here to look for a wife, and if I have to go through every woman to find a wife, then it is what it is, bro. That's what I'm here for, bro.
Again, because when I asked you the first time, you laughed.
If he got to go through every woman to find a wife, then that's what he will do. What sense that make, bro? What you talking about? And you're not going through women, you're going through girls. You don't want no grown women. What grown women you really around? We don't see you around no grown-ass women for it. You're always looking with some young thing. Even your last shorty that you was dealing with in Thailand got the braces and all that. Look, man, young, bro. I don't know if she was like 20-something allegedly, but she looked young, bro. I mean, I don't deal with chicks that look like that, bro. She looked like a fucking kid. I don't care if she's 20-something. She's looking weird, bro. She's looking weird, bro.
How are you seriously saying you're looking for a wife with no job, no car, no house, no money, and no way to take care of them?
The chat was sending them. Like he said earlier, the chat.
No. How?
Let's be real. Let's be serious, Social.
Seriously.
I'm being serious. You guys think he's kidding when he's talking.
He looking for a wife, bro, with no money, no house, no nothing. And you heard his answer. They said, how you gonna take care of a wife and all that? He said the chat gonna do it. Bro, how you a grown man depending on what a chat's gonna give you, bro? What happens if you lose your goddamn channel? Now what? Now what? What if people can't find your next channel you got? What if you get banned off YouTube and got to start some next shit on Instagram somewhere? How long do you gonna take to build up again to even get money again from people? What happens to your family then? What happens to your child if you have a child? In one question, it seems like he was looking for women that have daughters. He's like, yo, if you get me a woman with a daughter. That's weird shit that's allegedly coming out to say about him. You're looking for young girls. You're looking for women that have young girls. Why? So you can abuse them allegedly, bro? What's really going on, son? Do you have a sickness, Future? This is the question, bro. Do you have a sickness? Because many people say, yo, Future's slow. He kind of slow in the head. Look at Floyd Wallace Jr. Thought the same thing about Floyd, but then come to find out, what is Floyd into? What is he into? Huh? Young people, bro. Young people. And he's in jail, as well as a whole bunch of other people in jail, as well as more people will be in jail in Brazil following that whole situation that transpired out there. So we looking at people and calling them slow and they stupid or something like that. But they not slow and they not stupid, bro. They know enough to book flights, to be traveling around the country everywhere, to build Airbnbs, to do all of this shit, to sit their ass up and beg all goddamn day for $1. They know how to do all this shit. But we don't want to see that people are capable of doing other things as well, bro. And we just got to keep it real. Right now, is people blaming everybody. They blaming the chat. They blaming who supported and all of those things. If you supported this shit, it's crazy too. Don't get it twisted, bro. But a lot of people don't know who people are. Y'all can have blame for whoever you want to have blame for. At the end of the day, the real blame goes on Future himself, part on Lucy as well, because she knew about this situation for over a year and she's now coming out with the story. I'm not taking that away from her story to say if it's true or not. We were not there. Okay? But that is two people that for a fact are complicit in this situation. Because Lucy knew whether she ordained him to do it, helped him to do it, whatever the fuck. She knew of this situation, and some people said she was trying to get money, and this is why she didn't come out earlier with the situation. But look, she did come out now, and this is the reason why I'm here doing a video, and everybody else is here doing a video, and maybe getting some more closure on a situation that many people had many questions about. But we got to keep it real, bro. Do you need some real help, Future? Do you need to get some goddamn therapy, Future? Do you need to find your ass in a jail cell where people that's on PDF energy actually belong, bro? What do you think this is? Because people is dealing with people's children, bro. And to take a motherfucker again that ain't even got no kids. But you want somebody calling you Papa and Daddy. What type of weird shit is that, bro? That shit is weird, son. That shit is honestly weird, bro. And this is where this is the walk that you about to walk down, Future. I'm telling you what's going on for you, bro. Okay? Law, 18 USC 2423. This is what's going on, son. Okay? 18 USC 2423 prohibits U.S. citizens and lawful permanent residents from knowingly traveling in foreign commerce with the intent to engage in illicit sexual conduct with a minor or engaging in certain illicit sexual conduct with a minor while outside the U.S. of A. And we understand that the statute of limitations on a lot of these things are maybe like 10 years, okay? It depends on certain situations. Certain things involving minors, they extend that period. But this is 10-year period, brother. So you still culpable for this whole situation. Don't think you done got off by the hairs of your chinny chin chin, homie. Okay? Number one, report or complaint. A report is made to local law enforcement in the U.S. or abroad. Some people saying that you had to. One guy was on the panel saying, yo, we need to contact a lawyer that's in Dominican Republic because we all the way here. Listen to how the federal work. Listen to UDA. You know, I cover trials. I cover cases. I'm going to tell you something to put you on game. Yeah. UDA not come with the bullshit. Listen. Okay? The U.S. Embassy. You know where that's at? Okay, cool. Or the consulate. Or another authority. Number two, the investigation begins. The federal agencies, the FBI, the HSI, the Homeland Security offices, the DSS, etc., may open an investigation and coordinate with foreign authorities. Three, the evidence is gathered. A lot of this evidence is digitalized. It's already chronicalized and digitalized online on many people's channels already. The digital devices, messages, travel records, photos, witnesses, statements, financial records, and other evidences are collected. 4, the jurisdiction applies. Because the suspect allegedly is a U.S. citizen or a lawful permanent resident, U.S. law applies even if the alleged conduct occurred abroad. Do you hear what I'm saying? Doesn't matter if you're from the U.S. Doesn't matter if you do a crime around abroad and in another country. So if you're thinking like this, or you thinking any way, you think you're getting away with the hairs on your chinny chin chin because you across the waters and shit like that, I want you to look at that number 4 again and understand that that same thing applies to you. Okay? And the next thing after that applies to you is number 5, arrest or charges. If there is probable cause that the suspect may be arrested in the U.S. or abroad and federal charges may be filed, then it's arrest. Then the prosecution phase. This case is prosecuted in federal court. Penalties vary based on the offense or the facts. Then 7, the penalties. The convictions can carry severe penalties, including fines and long-term federal prison sentences. Okay? You must understand this. Okay, so this is the bigger picture. The travel and child protection, child sexual exploitation connected to travel and tourism is a serious human rights violation that affects every region in the world. 1 in 5 children experience sexual violence before they're 18. 100 to 120 million children are estimated to be sexually exploited globally. Travel and tourism can increase when perpetrators use travel to access vulnerable children. And this is looking like the situation that we're in now, Future, because you don't want older people. You want girls that look young, and you want to be on the phone messaging a girl back and forth, talking about, keep it real with me, be honest with me. How old are you? How old are you? How old are you? When you get a person of age and they can show you their goddamn ID and say, look, this is real and this is me. Most cases are not reported. Only a small fraction comes to the attention of the authorities. Now, the risk factors in traveling: demand from sexual perpetrators and predators seeking minors, economic inequality and vulnerability, people using their money to gain access to these young people. You see him over here promising the $3,500 and he gonna give her the money, just get him a younger girl than the girl that was 17 years old, allegedly, right? It all seems like it coincides together. Online grooming and exploitation facilitated by technology. That's what it seems like when it comes to messages like this. Okay? Future, I don't like to play games. Look at the one on the right, y'all. On the right is English for us. If you're Spanish, you can read the left, but look at the right. Future says, allegedly, I don't like to play games and you need to obey me always. This girl said she was 15 going on 16 years old. So at this time, she probably was 16. I think her birthday is in March. Okay, we just discovered that from one of the last messages that we just read. 16-year-old sister says, okay, sweetheart. Future says, let me know when you urinate, when you are hungry, or when you go out. I want to know everything about you. The 16-year-old sister says, okay, my love. Future then says, we'll see if you always message me because you take many hours to send messages and I don't like that at all. Lucy comes out to say as well that he wants to control how people dress. He don't want you with tight stuff. He don't want you going nowhere. He don't want you going outside. It seems like these kind of abusive, narcissistic type of predator type people, right? They want to take you away from everything. They want to keep you. You can't work. Why? So you could be financially dependent on this person, when he's financially dependent on his chat to give him money, and he's always broke more than half the time. Doing a fundy every other day. Fundy is called the fundraiser. Doing a fundy every other day. The little sister says, I'm very sorry. You see this person come in and say, yo, it sounds like him, son. It most definitely sounds like him. So that's what I'm trying to show you. When we go into the grooming, that's called grooming. You're grooming the person to move in the ways that you want them to move, preparing them for certain situations. Inadequate laws or weak enforcement in some regions. People are hiding in these countries. They're not privy to what's going on. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these people don't tell. You already know no snitching is a big thing, not just in America or even abroad, son. People snitching and not snitching. But to me, when it comes to children and all that, that's not called snitching to me. That's called you telling the truth or telling your truth, man. If you know somebody that's abusing children, speak up, man. Speak up, bro. Do something about it. Shine light on the situation. Do something to push something forward, bro. That is not called snitching to me. That is called protecting children, bro. Because if it was one of our children, God forbid, bro, we would want somebody to speak the hell up. And you would be speaking up. What is being done? Stronger laws and international treaties, cross-border investigations and cooperations, training for law enforcement and tourism professionals, public awareness and education, and support services for victims and survivors, okay? You can help as well. Be aware of the signs of exploitation. Do not engage in any illegal activities. Report suspicious behavior to authorities or child protection organizations and support organizations working to protect children. Protect children at all costs. Okay? Protect children at all costs.
Social, please. Outside is myself.
Take care of them.
I'm so about my work ethic.
And no way to provide for a woman. Do you really believe you can find a wife like that?
Yes, I can. I do believe that. Yes.
How will you find a wife?
Have I been staying here this whole time?
So you think the chat is gonna take care of you and a woman for years to come?
Nah, obviously nah. Not years to come. Nah, not years to come. This is just for now. Yeah.
So for now, you think you think the people in the chat are gonna take care of you and a woman while you do nothing but walk around and try and find a wife?
I mean, I'm thinking content, bro. That's what a lot of people are upset about, bro. I'm thinking content. That's my content. Some people might hate it. Some people might love it. You know what I mean? It is what it is.
But you seriously think you can find a wife?
So good.
So what you gonna tell a woman to make her want to marry you when her mom and her dad say, how you gonna take care of my daughter? How you gonna take care of me? How we gonna eat? How you gonna help us with our bills? Because if you take my daughter, you take her off the streets, and she can't make money for us no more. How you gonna bring that money in? How you gonna tell them that? How you gonna show proof that you can take care of them?
I'm so about my work ethic, man.
Preacher, I don't know you, brother, but from a clinical standpoint, it sounds to me like you have real mental issues, brother, to really believe the things that you're saying. It sounds.
He's going to take care of the girl, the family. He said, how are you going to prove to a person's parents that you could take care of their child and marry them? He's going to show them his work. What work? He's going to show them his work ethic. What work ethic, bro? For a while, you wasn't even doing videos at the time, bro. And you act like you're doing millions of views on YouTube. You're not, bro. So your money really comes from fundraisers. Even though you have a monetized YouTube channel and he does a little couple of thousand views a video, which is good. You can make a couple of dollars off of each video. But at the end of the day, the bulk load of your money comes from the subscribers and people that are super chatting you or cash apping you or PayPaling you. So it's really their work that's paying for your lifestyle, not your work. It's people working. If people wasn't working to get their money, who are sending you money, you would have no money. If everybody thought like you, the people that's your subscribers, you'd be broke. Period. Period. Point blank, bro. You'd be broke, bro.
Answer the question that I asked.
Yeah, my phone been messing up, man. My fault, yeah.
But yeah, honestly, my nigga, I'm gonna let y'all niggas ask whatever y'all niggas want to ask and shit like that. To me, it don't matter what Future says. You know what I mean? He's just gonna, at this point, he's just gonna keep making himself look worse. I already heard enough to just know where I stand with my shit and, you know, and know what it is. You feel me? That's it.
Okay. Okay, well, yeah. So I mean, have you been hearing everything, Future? What is your thoughts, bro? It's you know.
I mean, I said my truth earlier, bro. So that's that. Like, you know what I mean?
No kind of empathy. Look, just cocky bravado going on. I said my truth, and you looking for girls that's 16, 17, looking 15, 16, 17, you're looking in the face, bro. Look, that's how they look, bro. You don't have nothing to say about this, bro? Yo, listen, man, I need to stop the shit that I'm on, bro. Stop trying to get with girls that's looking like little ass kids. People accusing me of trying to get with women that have young daughters and all types of weird shit. All of these types of things that you could speak to, that you just speaking to a truth that you think you spoken. So what about the truth that the landlord spoke to? That's not true, though. Only your truth is truth. So the landlord truth ain't truth. So the young sister's truth ain't truth. So Lucy's truth ain't truth. Nobody's truth is truth. Only yours is truth. And anybody saying something about you or against you is only because they're saying something because they're hating on you. That's what you want us all to believe. And this is a situation that happened prior. Over 6 months ago, he did this interview. Prior. So why now are you still getting into these same conversations about being with minors, about being with people that's on the borderline of even being legal? And when he asked, what would you do? I start to deal with people that's 20 or 25. I need to change and deal with people that's 20, 25. What? Who says that, bro? As a grown man that's 40 plus years old, I think he's like 42 years old, bro. Why wouldn't you be dealing with people that's over 25 and that type of age anyway? Why not? What are you scared of? What are you scared of? You being scared to be told no? What are you scared of? Seems like that's more what you're scared of. Real dog.
How did you feel about the audio recording? And also, why did you want to still send her money after he said she was 17?
Well, first of all, like I said before, bro, I know what I said, bro. You know what I mean? He said about the youngest thing. You know what I mean? But obviously, just like I said before earlier.
Finish the question. No, I think that looks a little that's different.
Why are you up here? He's not dig his own grave. The fact that by his own admission,
Travel, what's up?
I'm shocked.
Okay, so Future fucking around. No.
yeah, Future. When did Carter know?
He knew.
They going into blaming some other people that was a part of the panel to say, when did they know that Future was on the energy that he was on? We get it. You know what I mean? Let's go right into a recent interview with Lucy, and we could probably see what's going on. So we're going to go to the Andrew show. Make sure you subscribe. I tagged everybody in the description boxes as well, so you can follow everybody and everybody's take on the situation. And this is what it's all about, man. So shout out to everybody that's highlighting the situation, whether some people think that some people doing it for a reason or not. I don't care, bro. Shed light on real situations like these, okay? Even if you thought you was there donating, you was helping, there's always time to get right and on the right side of the fence, bro. You know what I'm saying? Step back from certain situations, man. I understand people feel sorry for a lot of people, but who gonna feel sorry about these minor victims, man? Why the hell is we feeling sorry for grown-ass men and not feeling sorry for little kids minor victims who are victims of these predators and victims of their own selves, being kids, thinking that they want to get some money, thinking that they ready for the big world out there, bro. No, we need to get our damn priorities in order, okay? And lean our empathy to where it needs to be leaned to, because it seems like Future doesn't want to change nothing. I'm sorry. To me, I think that people that deal with young people and all that shit is a sickness. It's a sickness. People that are PDFs is a sickness. I don't think that anybody that's a PDF can be changed, bruh. I don't think so. I think they need 3 of those things. A Shawshank Redemption. That's what I believe, my own thought. And if I'm talking about you on here, pop your ass back to New York City and come tell me something. I think your ass need to be in jail where the people that's gonna do that shit to you is. They in there. They ain't had no SEX with nobody in years, and they waiting for you to get up in there. So when they can read your charges, they gonna impart that same shit upon you now. And you gonna be somebody's girlfriend in the building. You gonna be calling somebody daddy in the building. Papa. Like you want some little kid to call you Papa. Right? That's what I think. And I'm not going to change my mind about that, bro. I don't give a fuck if them kind of people don't like that was in my goddamn family. I don't give a fuck. Don't give a fuck. I don't care, bro.
Oh, okay. Okay.
En el 2024.
In 2024.
Okay. And how old is she now?
¿Y cuántos años tienes ahora?
Tengo 20, recién cumplí.
20. She just turned 20.
And you met him in 2024? I'm trying to do the math here.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So you were 17?
When you meet him, cuando lo conociste, tú tenías 17 años.
Iba a cumplir los 18.
She was about to turn. When
her phone began to break up.
To
But Lucy's saying that she was around 17, going on 18 when she met him. Okay, we understand that Lucy's born in 2006. It's 2026 now. This, I guess, is supposed to be from a couple of years ago, around this time period. I guess when she met Future. Future saying when he met her, she was 18. Lucy's coming out now to say she never had no SEX with Future. Future just came out on this same Razor Ray's interview right here behind me to say, y'all believe that? I cracked. Why would he even admit to even having SEX with Lucy? Even though some people believe that he did, but why even you caught up on his ego, caught up on all of these other things? If she said you never had sex with her, why not say, nah, you know what? I never had sex with her. I didn't have sex with her or her. How about that? Right? But he can't think past go. He can't collect $200. No, he can't do that, bro. Because he collected the $200 from Las Vegas. And you in question with me too, Vegas. I ain't gonna hold you, brother. You in question when it comes to me, bro. I think you're shady, bro. I think you're shady records, bro. That's just me. That's just me. My own opinion, allegedly. Let's get past when her audio is kind of breaking up and we can get her back on.
When you're 21, but I'm not familiar. If you can give me a little background,
So basically, there's some things going around with some allegations that he met Lucy at a young age, but now what's the biggest news is that he's been messing with Lucy's sister, and she's about really young, you know. So we have to ask her some questions to figure out if these allegations are true, because you know it's serious allegations, you know, and we want to know if we can do something to kind of protect these type of things from happening, you know.
Correct. And you know, and my culture sometimes is difficult. You know, if a person is under 18, because you know the body looks like they older, the way they behave looks like they older, and you never know. But if she's young and things like that, that's serious, and people can go to jail if the parents press charge. Even they from outside the country, they can have a legal problems. Oh, ya volvió Lucy.
Okay.
A ver si se escucha mejor. Habla ahora.
Hola.
Ok,
Hola.
perfecto. Gracias.
Perfecto. Okay, so
Ahora sí, repite.
This is to anybody who's here. If you're a woman who's here too as well, look at Lucy, bro. Lucy's 20 years old, but Lucy still look young though. If you look at Lucy, look how she moves. She moves like a kid. Look at her face. She still looks young though, even though Lucy's 20 years old right now. So imagine these girls that Future is pursuing, man. Imagine how young they look. There's like no question the eye test, you know that they looking like kids. Because even Lucy, who's 20 years old right now on your screen, man, you got sisters. You was a kid at a time, bro. All of this, man. Look at her face and not tell me that she don't look young, bro. She does, bro. She does. So imagine when Future had her as 18 or so. She said she was around 17, but 18 or so. She was looking much younger. And then she has her stepsister that's about 15 or so, going on 16, and they go into a hotel to meet Future. Imagine the type of vibe that these two girls is on, bro. They're young in the mind. And he's trying to take advantage, bro. That's what it comes down to, Future. Just got to be honest with yourself, bro. For real, man. Got to be honest with yourself, man.
Yanni, can you ask her one of my other questions was how would you describe your relationship overall with New York City the Future?
¿Cómo tú describirías tu relación con New York City the Future en general?
Yo describiría como él fue mi amigo, pero él me quería también utilizar para vivir en mi casa, para que yo le consiguiera cosas así.
Okay.
Por cambio de dinero, y no dinero, por poco dinero.
Ok. Dice ella que la relación con él en general era como de él quedarse en la casa con ella y de que él le consiguiera chicas por dinero. Oh, man, I'm sorry. I wasn't speaking to you in Spanish.
I was like, what? I didn't know if you were talking back with her or not. Or
No,
me,
she said the relationship in general was about he wanted to stay in the house and he wanted any type of benefit from Lucy. For example, she find girls for him for money, but not for a lot of money.
Okay. So it was strictly a business type of ordeal, like it was for content.
Entonces fue más como una relación de negocios, como por contenido, cosas así.
Sí.
Yes.
I have a question regarding to the altercation of when you and New York City the Future stopped talking. There's some speculations going around that he slept with your sister. Is that true?
Tengo una pregunta sobre ti en the New York, what's the name? The
New York City the Future.
New York City the Future. Hay algunos comentarios y rumores de que él está con tu hermana. ¿Esto es real?
Sí, él tuvo un encuentro con mi hermana.
Yes, he have an intimate relationship with my sister. Like no relationship, like they have some intimate.
Oh, Okay, and what age was that?
¿Y a qué edad fue esto?
Mi hermana 16.
My sister was 16 years old.
Okay. Was that for content or was it just for pleasure? Was it a transaction?
¿Esto fue como por contenido o solo por placer? ¿O
Fue por
dinero?
dinero.
For
Por
money.
money.
Oh, okay. Wow. Okay. Now, I know that we can't put a 16-year-old on here, you know, because this is serious allegations because it's going on.
Sabemos que no podemos poner una menor aquí porque estas son alegaciones serias.
Because he can be in serious trouble here. So
Porque él podría estar en problemas serios.
Is like, was this any type of way that were you upset with him on why you decided to speak on New York City?
¿Hay alguna razón por la que tú estás enojada con él y por la cual tú decidiste hablar acerca de esto?
No, no fue por enojo. Lo que pasa
It wasn't
fue
because I was
que
angry. What
él
happened
me
was
escribió
that he wrote me
y me dijo que quería venir a mi casa a
and he
quedarse
wanna come
y
to my
que yo le
house to stay,
consiguiera
and he want
una
me
chica
to
muy menor,
find
una
a
niña.
very young girl.
So he wanted many young girls.
Él quería muchas chicas jóvenes o solo
Sí, él
una.
quería una chica muy joven.
He want a very young lady or girl.
Okay.
Y yo no puedo con eso y eso
And I can't do that
me tenía muy mal aquí adentro porque
because
a pesar de todo
that was
yo me
like
sentí muy mal.
get it in my feelings inside, and overall that made me feel very bad.
People were saying that you might have used your sister
La gente está diciendo que tú quizás usaste a tu hermana
to get money from New York City in the
para
future by selling
conseguir dinero
herself.
para
How do
ti
you feel? How do
a
you feel
través de
about
New
those?
York City.
How do you feel
¿Cómo
about
tú te
those
sientes
allegations?
acerca de estas alegaciones que están haciendo sobre ti?
No, no me siento mal porque yo sé
I
la
don't feel
verdad.
bad because I know the truth.
Mi hermana sabe que la
My
aconsejé y le dije
sister
que no.
know that I talked to
Había
her,
algo que
don't do that,
incluso yo
but it
no
was
sabía
something that I don't know
que
at
era que
that
ellos
moment,
hablaban
and
por
that was
WhatsApp.
the I don't know they was talking.
Él le pidió el número a mi hermana sin
He
yo
asked
saber,
my sister for her phone number,
y habló con mi hermana cuando yo le
and
dije a
he
él me
can
preguntó,
speak
¿puedes
to my
darme el número de
sister,
tu hermana?
and
Yo le dije,
he
no,
asked
mi
me,
hermana no tiene
give me,
teléfono.
he asked Lucy to provide her sister phone number, and Lucy said she doesn't have a phone number.
Pero era una mentira, era para que él no tuviera el número de mi hermana.
But it wasn't true. The reason she lied to him was for he don't have her sister phone number. But I will ask a question to her.
Ven.
Okay.
Entonces,
Then,
él... Entonces, ya, mi amor, siéntate ahí. Entonces, él consiguió el número de mi hermana cuando él vino a visitar a mi casa. Él parece que se lo pidió a ella y ella escribía con él y cosas así. Yo nada más supe cuando él me escribió en privado y me dijo, quiero ver a tu hermana, esto y el otro, pero cuando yo me enteré hoy que ellos hablaban en WhatsApp.
okay. Lucy says she just found out today they was speaking by WhatsApp, and he get her sister phone number when he come visit Lucy at Lucy house, and Lucy have no idea they was talking. Lucy, te voy a pedir un favor. Trata de darme espacio para traducir. No hables mucho para que yo pueda traducir para él, okay? I asked Lucy if she can give me some space where I can translate. That way you can understand what she's talking, and I don't need to summarize what she say, okay?
Okay. Oh wow. Okay. Let's see. Let's see. What has been the emotional impact of coming up forward in this story?
No.
¿Cuál ha sido el impacto emocional que tú has sentido de esta situación, de esta historia que está ocurriendo?
Yo me siento mal porque hay personas, yo entiendo, que no me creen, no me creían, no me creen, dicen que soy mentirosa, que yo utilicé a mi hermana por dinero, pero no, yo en ningún momento recibí ni siquiera $5 de lo que le dieron a mi hermana, porque ella lo hizo, ella hizo eso, y yo le dije, no, yo no quiero dinero, yo no quiero ese dinero de eso. Lamentablemente no.
She said she feel very bad because she don't receive even $5 of what her sister did, and she wasn't agreed with the situation or what her sister did, and she feel very bad about it.
Okay. After this, that New York City, the future is saying, and he's denying that he did anything with your sister. He feels that you're doing this because he's not paying you money that he owes you.
Dice él que New York Future piensa que tú estás enojada con él por el dinero que él te debe y que por eso es que tú estás haciendo esto.
No, él no me debe dinero.
He no owe me no money.
Simplemente él me decía que subas a sus en vivos y que me iba a enviar dinero, $30, $20.
Go
Eso
to
no
his
es dinero
live stream
para mí.
and he will send me $20 to $30, but that is no money for me.
¿Entiende? Y las veces que él me escribió diciéndome que entre a su YouTube y no enviaba el dinero, yo le escribía enojada, lo admito, y lo amenazaba diciéndole, si tú no me envías el dinero, yo le voy a decir a todo el mundo lo que pasó. Pero en verdad ya yo quería explotar porque es que me dolía eso, porque él me pedía más chicas más jóvenes.
She say, yeah, sometimes she traded him when he don't pay her because he always continues to ask her to join his live stream. But that situation was made she feel bad about because he keep asking her to find more and more young ladies.
Oh, so is he getting all these young girls for his content and promising you to pay you money, but he doesn't?
O sea, él está consiguiendo estas chicas jóvenes para hacer contenido y diciéndote que te va a pagar dinero.
No, el contenido es para subir en el canal de YouTube con él.
The content is
cuando
for
él pedía dinero, cuando estaba diciendo que no tenía dinero, cuando estaba en otro país que me necesitaba para poder subir las vistas.
He said he asked Lucy for this type of content for he can make money when he was in another country and he need money for put his views up.
Oh, okay. Okay. So, what did New York City, the future, did he know about your sister's age when he decided to have relations with her?
The New York, this guy sabía la edad de tu hermana cuando él tuvo una relación con tu hermana.
Sí, Él lo sabía. ¿Y tú sabes lo que él hizo? Él
Yes, he
tomó
knows.
un capture
And
de
he
una
took a
conversación
screenshot.
que tuvo. Sí, la de la conversación es mi hermana, pero yo no sabía que ellos hablaban. Me enteré hoy. Sí, es mi hermana, pero ellos están hablando sobre otra chica ahí.
Oh, dice,
Porque él quería otra chica joven.
she's saying, yes, the capture today, and today that's when she found out about her sister. And the capture today, whatever screenshot is going on, was with her sister. But actually in the conversation, he talked to her sister about to get another young lady.
And how old were these young ladies?
¿Y qué edad tienen estas chicas? O esta chica, esta otra chica.
La otra chica es menor. Tiene
The other girl is
17.
underage. She's
Ella
17.
se lo dice en el capture. Entonces, él sabe su edad de
And she
la
told
hermana mía
him in
y
the
él solo
capture.
mostró lo que le conviene.
And he knows the age of her sister and the other girl, but he only chose what is convenient for him.
And he doesn't pay these girls at all. He just promised money.
Él no le paga a estas chicas, él solo les promete dinero.
Sí, él les paga a
Yes,
las
he pays.
chicas.
He
Él
pays for
envía
the girl.
dinero a veces. Yo no sé,
He sent
porque
money
a muchas que yo
sometimes.
conozco, él le enviaba dinero por videos y fotos íntimos.
Son
Como
of
lo
the girl.
estaba haciendo con mi hermana. A mi hermana él nunca le envió nada.
Son of
Solo
the
le envió
girl.
dinero por tener sexo con él. Pero él le decía que le iba a enviar dinero si
Déjame
ella le
traducir.
mandaba videos.
Okay. Yes, he paid money for these girls for they send videos like intimate videos and photos. He paid her sister for whatever they have by the time, whatever relationship they have in car. That's how you say.
Oh, so he was doing this multiple times with a lot of women, like that
O
was young.
sea, él había hecho esto múltiples veces con diferentes mujeres.
Sí, él siempre le promete dinero
Yes,
y
he always
algunas le
promised
envía
money.
dinero a cambio de videos íntimos.
And some of the ladies send videos like how you say that word? Intimate videos?
Intimate, yeah,
Intimate
yeah.
videos.
Mhm.
And he sent money for those intimate videos.
Sí, cuando él está fuera del país.
When he is outside the country.
Oh.
Y quieren que sus chicas que él tiene, él quiere tratarlas como si él es su padre.
And the girls that he wanna treating these girls like he is the dad of the girls.
Wow. And these are really young girls he's saying this
Y
to.
son chicas muy jóvenes.
No, la mayoría, porque yo no las conozco a todas, pero la mayoría
I don't
que
know
él
all the
tuvo
girls,
no eran jóvenes.
but
Lo de
not
las
all of
cosas
them
de
was
jóvenes,
young.
lo de las cosas de jóvenes, él me pedía a mí que se la consiguiera y yo solo le dije que con mi hermana, ¿entiendes?
Oh, for the young girls, he asked her to find the girls for the guy, but she told him only with her sister. That's the only one she can promise. O sea, ¿cómo con tu hermana? Cuando tú dices de tu hermana.
Que solo él tuvo con mi hermana, que yo sepa.
That she only know he was with her sister.
So did you
Pero
try
él
to
quería tener una relación.
So he wanna have a
formal con mi hermana.
relationship. He wanna have a formal relationship with my sister.
Pero yo no lo sabía, yo me enteré hoy. Yo pensé que él no le había gustado porque mi hermana no lo trató muy bien el día que tuvieron sexo.
¿Cómo? ¿Que tu hermana qué?
no lo trató bien el día que ellos tuvieron sexo.
She said she found out about her sister today.
Ella,
Déjame traducir y después tú sigues. And she thought he doesn't like her sister because the day they have sex, her sister don't treat him very well.
Oh wow. Okay. Have you tried to reach out to New York City, the future, on how does your family feel about this whole situation?
¿Que tu hermana qué?
No lo trató bien el día que ellos tuvieron sexo.
She said she found out about her sister today. Déjame traducir y después tú sigues. And she thought he doesn't like her sister because the day they have sex, her sister don't treat him very well.
Oh wow. Okay.
Nasty work, man. Shout out to King of Far Rock, man. Straight up, son. 1,000 Jews. Appreciate that, man. Listen, man, this is nasty work, though, bro. This is nasty work. You know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, you know, you could be supporting somebody that we don't know what their real intentions are. We don't know who they really are and what they're really about, man. You know what I'm saying? So this ain't a blame game of us just blaming people in the chats or whoever else, bro. When things become privy to us and into our awareness, we have to shed awareness on situations like these. God forbid that it happens to any of our family or anybody that we know. And again, this is not meant to further traumatize anybody who has been victimized and who have been through situations like this explicitly and been through these kinds of situations. I remember even when I was in school in the 6th grade, I had a music teacher. You know, I'm really an artist. I'm a musician. I'm a songwriter. I write music for people in the industry. I do acting. I do a bunch of things like that. I write scripts. And, you know, one of the first people was my music teacher as well when I was 12 that helped me to like start to hone my musical abilities. And I remember Mr. Williams was with one of the students in my class, okay? She was 12 years old. She lied, he had her lie to her parents and tell her that she was taking an after school program when my school had no after school programs at all. If it wasn't for the janitor, who was a Puerto Rican janitor, who came to clean Mr. Williams' class and discovered Mr. Williams and my classmate, 12 years old at the time, engaged in an actual act in his classroom, what would have happened? How far would that have gone on? What about the trauma that my former classmate is probably still enduring, even though now she's in her 40s now? Do you think that people ever get over these type of abuses? Do you think that these things can be lived down? How much did he get a sentence? I never know what happened to Mr. Williams. He got a real sentence or what? What was his sentence? A lot of time, these people that's doing these PDF type stuff, bro, they get a couple of years, they get up on an offender list or something like that. That's about it. But they out to do the same thing that they do, prey on some more younger people, continue to be a predator. To me, there's no snitching code when it comes to PDF stuff and people that's involved with that type of stuff. I'm from the streets where the codes and the ethics of no snitching is real, bro. But when it comes to people that's on PDF stuff like that, bro, I don't believe you snitching, bro. I believe you setting light. I believe that you telling your truth, man. Straight up. You bringing awareness. You stopping another child from being victimized. Let us not beat ourselves in the head with the dumb shit that we was taught from the streets, bro. This shit needs to be stopped. How many of us was going to school seeing the old guys pull up in their cars, snatching up our classmates and all of that and stuff like that? All of this shit, bro. None of this was right. Regardless if we thought it was normal, it always happened in every one of our schools, whatever the case may be, it's not right. People dealing with the weird uncle. Come on, you go by your friend's house and say, yo, I got a weird uncle, bro. You know what I'm saying? You're like, what? Why is the uncle still around then? Why he's still coming to grandma's house where all the kids get dropped off to anyway? And everybody keeping it hush hush because they don't want his ass go to jail? Who's it about? Is it about the children or is it about a predator? We got to start drawing lines out here in the sand, bro. What side are we really on? When we become aware and made privy to certain things, we got to be stepping aside from certain people, and we got to be stepping up against certain people. Of course, these are all allegations. But Future's own conversation in this video right here, okay, this is the first interview that he did since this came out. It's about 7 days now this came out on Razor Ray's channel. And they asking him, man, so what, man? How old was she, man? Yo, she told me she was 18, man. What you mean she was 18? Yo, they came to the hotel, Lucy, her, and her sister came to the hotel, and the security in the hotel check IDs there. Okay, Future, did you check the IDs? No. Just like the other situation that I played in here when he was on K9, No Fear Entertainment 6 months ago, when he did a conversation with him about another girl, 17 years old, who was a minor in the Dominican Republic, and the landlord who was renting to Future came out and spoke against Future. And Future said this man's a liar, called him a liar from here to the sun go down. But situations like these and this one right here only gives further credence to what the landlord actually was saying. And when Future come out his own mouth and say he think the girl looks 16, I ain't gonna lie, I'll keep it a glass of water. She looked like 15, 16, 17. But she was a vibe though. What child is a vibe though? How is a child a vibe? What kind of vibe, bro? A PDF vibe? What vibe are you getting from a child, bro? But yet Future's running around these countries talking about he's seeking a wife, but can't even put food on his own damn table. Getting a million fundraisers every other day doing a fundraiser, hasn't even stepped up the quality of his damn videos. Won't get a new phone, won't get a goddamn mic so shit could be clear. Don't get certain things that's gonna step up your content if you're a real content creator. So what are you spending all your money on? Bots. This is why people be traveling in a lot of these countries. I'm a person that traveled to many countries, bro. But I be traveling the right way, son. I go to places for the culture, bro. You feel me? A lot of people are running from America because they don't want to have challenges and be challenged in America. The same people that's running across abroad, they're going to always kick the back end of people that's here, the girls and the women that's here in America. Oh, nah, man. It ain't like that, man. It's better out here. It's better overseas for you. It's better for you. Me, I've always got women here in America, in your city, in my city, every city I ever went, any country I ever went, anywhere I ever went, bro. In my dreams, I got women. Everywhere I ever been, bro. But people are going to these countries to exploit young people. I was just in Japan, bro. People don't like a lot of black people, bro, or other kind of people. I'm black, so I don't know what they feel about white people. I'm black, so I can see how people reacting to people, bro. Why? Because people are coming to these people's countries and actually exploiting their people, bro. Colombia is flaming people, son. You got certain condoms and all that shit in your book bag, mad condoms and all this shit like that. They turning you around, putting your ass back on the plane, bro. They're not even letting you in the country, man. People that's involved with weird activity is messing it up for people that just want to travel responsibly and respectfully and just going. And some people is going to some places to find a wife maybe and trying to do it the right way. But the people that are thinking like a Future or Floyd Wallace Jr. is messing it up for anyone else that is traveling decently, respectfully, and responsibly. Again, you think it's over, but it's not. I was just covering Diddy's trial, son. Okay. It's a certain statute of limitations within like a 10-year period. And they don't have to be just the 10 years. Between crimes, they could be 10 years within between crimes as well. How long did this happen ago, Future? A couple of years ago? This is still on the table, Future. What Diddy did was interstate commerce, interstate prostitution, bro. Paying people and all of this for X. That's what he was doing, son. So when you look at this again, okay, when you look at this shows you what the hell's going on, bro. Okay, prohibits U.S. citizens, 18 U.S.C. 2423, prohibits U.S. citizens, okay, and lawful permanent residents from knowingly traveling in foreign commerce, like what Diddy got caught up into, but this is called abroad, cross waters, with the intent to engage in illicit sexual conduct with a minor or engaging in certain illicit sexual conduct with a minor while outside the U.S. These things can still be reported and people are already reporting them. Who's to say HSI, the FBI, the DSS, or any one of these other organizations step up and open up an investigation, because all the said evidences that they need are digital and they are online. Then you got Lucy, who's still alive to speak. That's a witness. Then you got the sister who's coming out to speak. That's a witness, because the sister was 15, 16. She said when she met you. And the sister, this is a couple of years ago, damn near, right? The sister is only 17 years old now, and she's pregnant. Could only imagine the age of the person that got her pregnant. Most likely, it's a person that's older as well, who was exploiting her as well for money. And we know how hard it is in these third world countries. We know how hard it is. Some people say, you know, when you live a hard life, it kind of ages you. You kind of in the game in a different way. Still children though, bro. Still children. So why is grown ass people only pursuing young people that's 15, 16, 17 years old of age, talking about 18? Why are you having a back and forth like this with people, bro? You asking, yo, how old are you, man? For real, man, tell me, you could be honest with me. What you mean be honest? That sounds weird already. I'm the age that Luciana told you. How so? How old are you, man? You could be honest. If you got to tell a person you could be honest, that means that you yourself, as a grown-ass man, do not believe that that person is that age. This is why you telling them that they could be honest. So if they be honest with you, what are you going to do? Are you going to stop? Are you going to say, no mas? No, I don't want to be with you? No. It don't seem like you're going to say that. So why you really want them to be honest? Why don't you be honest with yourself and go on your gut how old you think this little girl is? The girl says, look, she said 18. He says, Lucy, the girl that's on the video right here, Lucy, who blew him up. Lucy said, you 18, but I'm telling you to be honest with me, but that's fine. What does that mean? That's weird. That means you yourself, Future. And this is Future's message that he brought up on Razor's channel. Look, this is his message. He said, yo, can you bring up my message? This is his message right here, bro. Look at it. His message. Look. Look. So you bring up this message right here, which doesn't even help your case. It only further incriminates you to show that you are being a weirdo, Future. The girl says the age that Luciana told you I am. The girl says, forget about age. In another one, she says, I'm younger, but I have tattoos. And then he says, what does tattoos mean? She said, listen, forget about age. Tattoos is probably meaning that since she has tattoos, she can be perceived as looking older than her actual age. Are you going to put the money for me or not? I told you that I'm 18 years old. Which leads us down this road right here, man. Where Future is telling this girl allegedly, I don't like to play games and I need you to obey me always. In another message, he's saying, I need you to call me Papa and Dad and all this daddy business and controlling up the little girl. Using financial abuse to control the girl. Using money and resources to control this little child, bro. Be lucky if somebody's father don't get their hands and their paws on you, Future. Straight up. Or anybody else that's seen these things, bro. The 16-year-old sister says, okay, sweetheart. Future says, let me know when you urinate or when you are hungry or when you go out. I want to know everything. Then he's also limiting what you can wear. You can't wear tight stuff. He don't want you to go nowhere. He wants you to be in the house all the time. He don't even want you to work. Why? So he can control you. And he's insecure as well. So he don't want no other man to be with you. But yet you not marrying nobody. And who the hell you think you is? R. Kelly marrying a 15-year-old like Aaliyah? Stop promising you calling this little girl your wife in another message. What does that mean, bro? The 16-year-old sister says, okay, my love. Future says, we'll see if you always message me because you take many hours to send messages and I do not like that at all. And the sister says, I'm very sorry. This is the bigger picture. Child traveling and child protections, man. Child exploitation is connected to travel, and tourism is a serious human rights violation that affects every region in the world. The little girl from Creative, the little girl was, she said when she met Future, she was 15 going on 16 years old. So the little girl right now in question is 17 right now and pregnant. And this happened like a year or so ago, 2 years, a year or so ago. Lucy right here is 20 years old now. She says that she met Future when she was 17 years old, going on 18 years old. But look at Lucy now. She still looks young, even though she's 20. She's born in 2006. But then he had a whole conversation. If you watch this video, the first video that I played on this live, I spoke and then I played a video. The first video shows the conversation where he's talking to the little sister who's 16 years old, 15, 16 years old, and they're talking about getting other girls. He wants them to get other girls for him. He wants virgins. Lucy says that he wanted women with children, girl children. But the conversation with the little 16-year-old girl, she's saying, I have a friend, but she's young, but she's 17. But she's like on her own. So she lives like on her own. So maybe she got a place, apartment, a room or something. I don't know what that meant because she didn't elaborate. But Future said, I don't want her. The girl was about to be turning 18 and Future did not want her. They said Future asked for a girl that's younger than her, so that he can go about allegedly getting a threesome going on with the younger sister and her friend or whatever the girl that she brought to him as well. And they was charging 3,500 pesos for that, 3,500 pesos. And she's saying, I need the money now. He's like, no, I'm gonna give you the money in the morning. Yo, but you gotta get me something younger than that though. Future says he want people that's younger because younger people don't have children. But yet you want somebody to call you Papa, you want somebody to call you Daddy, and then yet you looking for women allegedly that got younger girl kids. As a grown man, you're gonna meet women with children. I meet women all the time. They got kids, bro. What are you talking about, bro? If someone don't have kids, they don't, bro. But as a grown man, 40 plus years old, you're gonna meet a lot of women that have children, bro. What's the problem? You could be even dating girls that's 25, you know what I'm saying? Which I still think is weird too, but you could be seeking people that's 25 years of age. They probably don't have kids too, but they're way above a legal age. They passed 21 years old. Even that line of 21 as a grown-ass man could get weird too. When you're only seeking out some young-ass people, seems like you just want to be there to take advantage or financially abuse somebody. Besides mental, besides physical, besides emotional abuse. Let's just keep it real with each other, right? But yet you want them so young that you gotta be on the phone, talking to them back and forth, saying, yo, be honest with me, be honest with me, be honest with me. Then you allegedly paying for actual videos from the girl, the little girl and these girls. Yo, when he in other country, yo, son, send me a video and all that. Probably playing in herself. One message, the girl come back and says, the little girl, 16, she says, I can't do a video for you right now because I'm on my menses, I'm on my menstrual. Future shows a message where she's saying, how old am I? I'm 18, why does it matter? And all of that stuff, right? He screenshotted it. The other side of the message, Luciana comes out to show it and prove it now. Right when you scroll past what Future showed, here on this live, the girl says, you already had sex with me, so why does it matter anyway? Why didn't Future show that message? So now, since you screenshotted that, Future, that's in question. We want to see the thread of any phone conversation that you've had with Luciana and you've had with this little girl. We want to see the full thread to determine what we want to determine now from your messages now. Because you might not see your messages as weird, but we do. And I know you see your messages as weird. That's why you went all the way down in the thread, screenshot a part when you think you asking how old is she right here. This the one you showed, which is still weird because you say, be honest. That's weird. And then you said, she said 18, but I'm telling you to be honest with me, but that's fine. What do you mean be honest with me, but that's fine? That's not fine. How old are you? Why are you getting over it so fast? What's the problem? You was already asking how old she was earlier in the thread, in the message thread. So now it seems like you came back down here to ask again to kind of seem like you covering your ass. And that's weird, bruh. Yes, he's in his 40s, like 42 years old. Like 42 years old, bruh. This nigga a couple of years younger than me. Gangster. It's crazy as hell. We can't stand by this type of activity. The shit is sick. You know what I'm saying? You do your history on a guy named Floyd Wallace Jr. You see what I'm saying? If y'all know anything about these types of things, this is what it's all about, man. You feel me? He was on Razor's channel. A dude named CC, Caribbean Casanova, pressed him on the line. He been trying to catch Future to put hands on him and all types of shit from before and shit. I just made privy that other people knew Caribbean Casanova for years. He'd been outside for a minute online. I've been online for a minute too myself, but I never knew him. Since I've been watching his travel space videos, I've seen who he is. I've seen who a few people is. I know Razor Rays because we were all out there covering Diddy's trial out there. And when NBC did an interview with me, they did a special, not an interview, they did a special, and they put me on their Peacock channel and did a special with me. I told them to make sure you catch Razor Rays, catch a couple of the content creators that's out there. So Razor Rays is also in my special on NBC. So Razor Rays kind of made me more privy to the Passport Bros in the travel space, even though I've been hearing about it for years, because I've been on YouTube for like a good, looking like 10 years or so now. So I'm saying, even though I took a break from it for a couple of years, like 2 years, and now I've come back to do more videos on the shit now. But I've been outside, son. Been cooking the manosphere, been cooking all that weird thinking, been cooking people that's flying to countries who just want to shit on people that's here. That shit weird to me, bro. You going when you going, go get your girls when you go get them. I don't mean I got to shit on nobody that's here. Oh, word, Ben, what you got? What you got? Yeah, man, message me, son. Instagram, same channel, Udo and Go, Ben. Let's put our minds together, son. Let's synchronize our swatches on this shit, bro. Put our minds on this shit, Ben. Let's put our minds together on this thing. Straight, Udo on Go on you on Instagram, bro. Send me a message. Hit me up. We could chop it. Whatever you want to do, bro. We could chop it up, bro. If you want to do a video or some shit, we could do a video. Whatever niggas want to do, bro. But we gonna come together to bring awareness. Point blank, period. That's what we are here to do. That's it. It's not about no feelings and no emotions. And people having empathy for grown-ass people, but don't have empathy for little-ass kids. The hell is we doing out here? What are we doing out here? I got a daughter. Nigga, play around, upper room when Jesus comes, son. Not playing that game, son. I'm not playing that game. Ain't no talking, son. Ain't no talking. I be flying to the country that you at. If you watch me, you know I flies all around. I just was in Japan for a month, chilling, bro. Chilling. Still got my crib, still got everything. Chilling. I was in fucking the UK for over a year. Chilling, nigga. Still got my place, still got everything here. Chilling, bro. I will fly somewhere and find one of you fuck niggas and one of you weirdos, bro, and detach your fucking head off your neck, son. Not playing these games with you niggas. Not playing this game. Straight up, not playing the game. I'm not the one. And if I'm talking about you in this video, bring your ass to New York City, pop out, let me know when you there, and I will show you something. That's a promise. That's no threats. I don't make threats. I make promises, bro. That's a fact. I'll show you why they call me Uda. I'll show you why. And that's a fact. So take from that what you will. I don't care. I really don't care. Word though, Ben. Make sure you hit me, bro. Hit my line. Hit my fucking Instagram, whatever. Send me the message, whatever. We could chop it, whatever you want to do. Send me the info. I'll fuck around, do a video later on that. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever. You let me know what you want to do, how we could go about this, man. But we need to be spreading awareness, bro. So I'm going to be looking forward to your message, Ben. Straight. Better yet, let me find your channel anyway and see if I can just add you on Insta. Hold up. Word. Because I heard of you too. You be traveling and shit like that too. I think you was in Colombia and all that shit. You was out there in like Colombia, I think CTG or some shit, right? I think one time. Because since I'm in the travel space, I be hearing everybody, certain people's names and shit like that. So I'm becoming more privy to what's going on. You know what I'm saying? One person I really only knew about for real was Floyd. You know what I'm saying? I knew about this nigga for a fact. I always knew about Austin Holloman because he been outside, and a few maybe older people that was in the traveling space because around the time when I came out, these are more the newer travel content creators now. See what I'm saying? So I wasn't that privy to the newer people. But every day I become more privy with everybody that's in the space. You know what I'm saying? Let me see if your shit is like that though. Ben Vlogs, what is it? Yeah. That's probably you, right, Ben? Cool. I think that's you. Yeah, Ben Vlogs TV. I think that's you. Yeah, cool. I'm gonna message you right now, broski. Now I just messaged you on. I messaged you on what? Ben Vlogs Live TV _ on Instagram, right? So I just messaged your shit, bro. Gangster. Gangster. I just messaged your shit, bro. For real. Yeah, I just messaged you. My channel name the same way. OOTAONGO. Uda on Go. Yeah, but I messaged that one. I seen some other Ben Vlogs pop up, but I messaged that one and I just started following Ben _vlogs _live _TV. Let me see. Is this you too though? No, this no ain't you. All right, cool. The other one I messaged then. That's your channel though, right, bro? Yeah, just follow me on Uda on Go, bro. Instagram. Check your back messages, your primary and your general, whatever the case may be. And then my message might pop up for you or whatever the case may be. Make sure I ain't got no requests in here. Oh, he mentioned me. Cool. Yeah, I just messaged you though, bro. Yeah, hit me, Ben. Hit me, and we gonna get it popping, man. We gonna chop it up about this shit, man. Once you let me know, I'll probably just fire up another live and shit, and we get to it. You know what I'm saying? Whether I'm in a crib or whether I'm in my podcast space, whatever the case. A lot of times I don't even be in my podcast space and shit. I'll be on Go covering trials, covering the SBs, covering different things as a journalist. You know what I'm saying? Covering news stories. Yeah, a big news story happened today, man. A young kid, 12 years old in the Bronx. I really wanted to get over there and just do a little footage on it because he was unalived. There was a fight going on. He was just riding his bike by and he ended up getting hit in his chest and ran into the grocery store. and he passed away right there, man. So it's a lot of tragic things that's happening out here in my city and y'all cities and abroad, you know what I mean? And all we could do is highlight it and just try to bring some awareness to everything, you know what I mean? So sad situation, man. You know what I mean? But Future, you need to do something, man. You need to have some empathy in your soul and your heart. You need to just fall back off live. I don't know what you really need to do, because I can't tell you what you need to do, bro. But people are reporting this. So you could have a case on your hands here. And then it's years of documented things that's happened digitally, online, and that could come back to bite you in your ass. And when it comes to the feds, you know, there's a 10-year, at least 7 to 10 year statute of limitation, 10 years actually. And these things happened about a couple of years ago. Yeah, I got you. I just messaged you. I just messaged you on IG, bro. Facts. Let me see. Yeah. Yeah, I just sent a message to you on that same one, Ben. You heard? On that same IG, Ben_vlogs_live_TV. I found you and just added you. My shit's Udo on go. So just add me, send me whatever you want to send me, or you want to chop it with me. You know what I'm saying? Just message me back first, go into your back, because you know on Instagram, you got to go back in the primary and general and all this other shit and accept the message and all this other stupid shit now. Then once you do that, then yeah, we could time up. You know what I'm saying? If you want to chop it up with me or whatever, let me know. You know what I'm saying? Because not everything just in a message can get across the way you probably want to bring it across. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, you just let me know and we chop it up about it, whatever you think. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And we just bring it to the forefront. You know what I'm saying? If you want to be a part of bringing it to the forefront, you could also do that as well. You know what I mean? I just think it's all a collaborative effort. It's all a team effort for us to protect children. It takes a village to raise children. And I think it's going to take a village to protect children as well. And we have to be thinking on that wavelength. We got to be on that. When we're online, it's a whole bunch of shit. Men versus women, women versus men, the gender war and all this other shit. But people push for us to do that. Because when we get so far in this gender war and us being against us as men and women and talking about each other and kicking each other's backs in, we lose focus on the children. That's what they want us to do. They want us to forget about our children. And this is what we can't do. I see you messaging and writing back in there now, though, bro. Yeah, I see you. Cool, I got you. I got you now. I got you now. Facts. I'm about to fire up another live in a minute. So as soon as I end this, I'm gonna call your shit on IG. As soon as I end this, I'm gonna set up this, boom, and I'm gonna call your shit on IG and we can chop it up about whatever you want to chop it up about, bro. Period. That's what it's all about, bro. We just got to get on the right side of this fence. I don't give a fuck if people were supporting whoever at one time. If you were supporting, I don't care. We're not here to blame these people, bro. We're here to put the blame on who needs the blame, bro. You see what I'm saying? And right now, that person is Future. Period, point blank. Whether some people were supporting before, maybe now they'll step back from some of that shit and say, you know what? I'm not going to be funding no PDF shit. I'm not going to be funding no shit like that because I'm actually giving the person the arms to do this shit because they broke. Ain't got no money. I don't do fundraisers to fly around. I don't do fundraisers to pay my bills, nigga. You see me fundraising, nigga? I left YouTube alone for 2 years, still chilling. The fuck? So it's not that serious to me. You know what I'm saying? It's not. If people would support, salute. But it seems like people only support weirdos and some fake ass people. That's how I see it, bro. Because a nigga like Uda support everybody. I'm rocking out. I'll pop out outside for one of y'all, straight up. But I'm not the people that they want to support, but it's okay. What I do, God and Jesus know. And that's where I get all my accolades from. That's where I get all my credit from God and Jesus, bro. 7 in any one of my chats you believe in, love God and Jesus, man. Straight. That's who give me my credit. That's who give me my rewards. That's who give me everything. Everything. So we all good. We not mad at nobody in the chat. I've been here all day. I ain't telling you, yo, son, hit the Cash App, yo. Super chat, man. Come on, y'all. Y'all foul. I didn't tell you that. You know what I'm saying? I didn't tell you that, bro. I would hope you do. Do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, share. The fuck? Do what you want to do. I get it. But I'm not, you know what I mean? I'm not here to guilt trip nobody and make people, you know what I'm saying? People do what they want to do, you know what I'm saying, and support what they want to support. So hopefully we supporting the right people out here and we're not contributing to the demise of another person, especially a young person out here, all right? So let us be very, very careful. If you're a man listening to my voice, make sure you're talking to a younger guy, younger man, dropping some jewels on them, helping them to not go through some of the things that we've been through, get caught up in these streets, get caught up with them heats, get caught up with the drugs, get caught up in all of that. If you're a woman listening to my voice, help a younger girl, younger women. Hopefully they don't get caught up with some knuckleheads, get caught up with no dudes like Future. Facts. Trying to call me daddy, you must obey me and tell me when you urinate, when you go outside, and when you do everything you do. What are you talking about, bro? Help these young girls out here. And if you listen to what I said I want the men helping young men and young boys, and I want the women helping young women and young girls. Because we're not going to mix it up. That's where the fucking advantage taking comes in. Now you a man talking about you helping a young girl, and now you're trying to use that against her. We're not doing that, bro. We want the women with the women and the young girls, and we want the men with the men and the young boys, man. We separating our salt from our pepper, bro. Period. Just like how that shit come in condiments, bro. We ain't salt and pepper in the shit, push it real good. We're not doing that, homie. We separating our salt and our pepper. Okay? Let us do our job out here and try to help some people out here, bro. And if we helping younger people, then I mean that's what we're doing to help our future. The children are the future. It's not cliche or as cliche as it may sound. The children are the future. So make sure we're imparting our knowledge and ourselves to make sure that we are helping that future. Because our future is not gone and it's not lost as much as we think it is. If we can help some young people and impact some lives, whether we get accredited for doing it or not, doesn't matter. Get our credit from God. Let's get our credit from Jesus, man. We're going to be all right, bro. We're going to be all right. He's always going to make sure food is on our plate. He's always going to make sure we got a door to walk through and a bed to lie down on. And he's always going to make sure he's guiding our steps and protecting our way and lighting our path. He's always going to do that. So let us just do what we need to do for each other out here. That's why this is on go. All my people here is on go. Be a part of the Go Gang today. It's not about being on go by yourself. We're going to be on go together. Just like in them slave days, when you had to go out there, they say, follow the drinking gourd, follow this and all of that. Go out there, yeah. We singing the Negro spirituals as we going through, son. Wade in the water. He said, go by yourself. We went together. If we go together, there's likely a chance that many of us will make it. We have to go together. We have to be on go together. It's the only way we're going to make it. The same way like that. Same way, bro. Nothing changes. If you read the Bible, Solomon told you it was nothing new under the sun. Same thing. Civilizations are built on top of civilizations. Nothing's new. Everything's old. So let us go together. And that's how we're going to get it done. Salute to all my people in the chat, man. Tap, tap, tap. Ooda, ooda, ooda. Always on go. I'm going to chop it up with Ben, see what Ben got to say. Yeah, man. Y'all, anybody got any information about this situation? As long as you getting out there, hit me up, man. Hit me on IG, message me, yo, Uda, yo, look, check this video out. Somebody did something. Let's keep each other on point out here. Let us go together. Let us be on go together, man. And make sure that we're doing our part out here, all right? Salute to all of y'all, man. I love y'all all if y'all are part of this live, man. Hopefully this live meets y'all all in good spirits and good health. Hopefully your family, hopefully everybody's okay. Hopefully that we're still taking care of the people that we still got. And anybody that we lost along the way, just understand that they still right here with us. They still here with us, man. But we got to keep pushing, man. We got to keep moving. We got to get to that end goal. And we're going to do it. And we're going to do it together. Okay? So salute to all of my people. You already know the vibe. Uda, Uda, Uda. Pop up in New York City if you got an issue with anything I'm saying. And I'll get your ass on go.
All my niggas from the Uda. All my niggas turn shooters. All my ops turn racks. All my niggas turn shooters. On the internet, all my niggas turn shooters. All my ops turn racks. All my niggas from the Uda. All my niggas turn shooters. All my ops turn racks. All my niggas turn shooters. On the internet, you ain't been a threat. You been stuck in a computer. Show me the proof. All my niggas turn shooters. All my niggas from the Uda. All my niggas from the Uda. All my niggas turn shooters. All my ops turn racks. All my niggas turn shooters. On the internet, you ain't been a threat. You been stuck in a computer. Show me the proof. All my niggas turn shooters. All my niggas from the Uda. Welcome to the Uda. All of my niggas insane. They tryna catch a mistake. Young niggas putting in pain. It in the game, all for the game. Niggas ain't playing for nothing. Went in school, laying it bang. My little nigga kill my little nigga. Full-time job not to kill niggas. Jump off the porch of the field, nigga. You was in the house, I'm a field nigga. No fuck boys around real niggas. Been a drug dealer since a little nigga, To get a kilo, they'll kill a nigga. Fuck how you feel, nigga. To get some kilos, I'll kill a nigga too. Throw that rock like I'm Montana. Good head, raise my antennas. G49, not San Fran. Beat the box with my bandana. Then I dip set like I'm Santana. I'm in UK like that Montana. She bring me money, you press her. You gotta jug and finesse her. I give a dick that'll change her life. You leave her change on the dresser. Shorty, a wetty, a wetty. That pussy ready, get ready. Don't wanna get ahead of myself, but